Hi guys, happy Christmas. I hope you're all really well. Alors salut tout le monde, joyeux Noël, j'espère que vous allez tous très bien. I appear to have woken up with this rather fabulous mane of hair, this rather fabulous, yeah. Alors j'ai l'air de m'être réveillé avec cette crinière, cette mèche, crinière, sort of like a lion's mane, and mesh is kind of like the top part of the hair, not around the back and the sides. Yes, so it's Boxing Day here in England, which means absolutely nothing in France or in America. Alors ici c'est Boxing Day, ce qui veut absolument rien dire en France ou aux États-Unis. This is my breakfast, 1 second. Alors veuillez m'excuser un moment. So, hang on, because it's my Christmas. Alors c'est mon Noël à moi. I'm just showing you my neighbour's tree fern because it is rather marvellous. Fougère is fern. So let's have a little walkies. Alors on va se promener. Let's play a game called I'm going to burn 50,000 calories of Christmas food in a 10-minute walk. Alors on va jouer un tout petit jeu qui s'appelle... Alors moi je vais brûler 50 000 calories de bouffe à Noël dans une toute petite promenade de 10 minutes. Which way should we go? Should we go towards the sunshine? On va aller en quelle direction? So I hope you're all really well. Alors j'espère que vous allez tous très bien. So let me think. What can I tell you about my Christmas? 1 second. Alors laisse-moi réfléchir. When you think without thinking like I think that, if you think without an opinion, it's nice to use the verb réfléchir. So I had several options for Christmas, as per normal. Alors moi j'avais plusieurs options pour Noël, un peu comme d'hab. I could always go to France. Je pourrais toujours aller en France. That's like an open invitation. Alors ça c'est une invitation ouverte. Should I flatten the hair down a little bit maybe? What do you think? Or should we see if it's gonna last? Vous pensez que je devrais aplatir les cheveux un tout petit peu? Oh no, it doesn't want to come down. And then I've got family in the States. Alors j'ai de la famille aux États-Unis. But to be honest with you, I didn't really want to go there when it was super busy with loads of people. Alors j'avais pas trop envie d'y aller quand il y avait du monde, etc. I have my own little house in the middle of the countryside. Alors j'ai ma propre petite maison tout au milieu de la campagne. And I get on really well with certain neighbours there. Alors je m'entends hyper bien avec certains voisins. But I just wasn't feeling like being Luke TM, Luke the trademark, Luke ta-da! You know, Luke who cooks for everybody, Luke who gets drinks for everybody. Ah ouais, j'avais pas trop envie, tu vois, de jouer la marque Luke, avec la largesse normale, avec ma largesse normale. Parce que c'est toujours moi qui fais à manger pour tout le monde, c'est moi qui invite pour les dîners, pour les boissons, laisse tomber. I was just not in the mood for that. I wasn't in a bad mood, alors j'étais pas de mauvaise humeur, but I just thought, And December has been really lovely at Christmas. Alors décembre a été formidable à Noël. I love Christmas in London. I just think, particularly Advent, I don't accept anything that happens before the 1st of December. Alors j'accepte rien avant le 1er décembre. I'd done lots of things. So my friend Max and his girlfriend Miriam and their friend Marietta came over from France and we did lots of lovely things. Alors mon ami Max, sa copine Miriam, leur amie Mariette, voilà, ils sont venus me voir de la France. I had seen different friends for dinners and drinks. Yesterday, the 24th, sorry, I'd gone for drinks and with a lovely family called the Englishes, actually. So Adam, Joanna's Polish. and their 2 kids, Alfie and Jamie. Alors je suis sorti boire un coup avec une belle famille, une belle petite famille, Adam, Joanna, Alfie and Jamie. And I used to be their teacher. Alors une fois j'étais leur prof, but now we're just really good friends. And that was lovely. Also, I just couldn't be asked to move. Alors j'avais la flemme, j'étais pas foutu de me déplacer because apparently there's loads of strikes. And I just couldn't be asked with all of that stuff. Alors je n'étais pas foutu de naviguer toutes les grèves quoi. But it was actually, God, the weather is beautiful. But it was actually okay. So I went with Waterloo. I went to Waterloo Christmas Eve in the morning. Alors je suis allé à Waterloo. Waterloo is a big train station which is on the river in central London. Alors Waterloo c'est une grande gare au bord de la rivière à Londres. It's where the Eurostar used to be before they moved it to where it is now at King's Cross St Pancras. C'est là où il y avait une fois l'Eurostar avant qu'on l'ait déplacé installé à King's Cross St Pancras. I never quite understand this house. They've got palm trees. Alors je comprends jamais cette maison, ils ont des palmiers. Yeah, and because my friend was taking, this is possibly like a really silly move. Alors c'est probablement un geste un peu bizarre, but he was taking like weird tropical, very delicate plants as his present for his family. Alors il transportait des plantes un peu tropicales, un peu bizarres, hyper délicates. So I said I'd help him carry them. Alors je lui avais dit que je lui donnerais un coup de main. So that was nice. What else had I done? I'd been for a really nice cup of tea and a really lovely chat with my gorgeous friend Phil. On avait pris un thé ensemble, moi et mon super ami Phil. I'd just done in a nice hotel, un bel hôtel. I'd just done lots of lovely things in December. J'étais bien servi côté social en septembre. I was well served on a social level in September. So I just wasn't feeling like... So originally, I was supposed to go and see my mom, and my dad had suggested... so in recent years, I'll be kind of honest, because you have to be honest about this kind of stuff, because otherwise YouTube gives an impression that everything's perfect. Donc j'étais censé voir ma mère, et récemment, je vais être honnête, parce que sinon YouTube donne l'impression que tout est parfait. I kind of was actually... I didn't actually see my dad for quite a long time. We had a sort of an odd relationship, but we kind of started hanging out a little bit more again recently for various reasons. Briefly put, I did another masters. I'm always doing masters, and my mom dragged him along to the ceremony. Alors, pour vous dire la vérité, j'ai fait un autre master et ma mère effectivement l'a traîné à la remise de diplôme. It was just a bit odd. Anyway, so he then had said, okay, for Christmas Day, why don't I book a restaurant? And we do that thing where we do no work, no preparation, and we all go out for Christmas Day. Alors il avait dit, Brenda, if you watch this, this is the house in summer where I always show you with the wisteria. Avec les glycines, a bit different now, un peu différent maintenant. And for some reason, he was like, yeah, let's do this. And I thought, okay, why not, that'd be quite cool. Donc il avait proposé, au lieu de tout faire à manger, d'aller sortir à un resto, un pub, pour le jour de Noël. And I thought, okay, that might be quite nice, why not? And then, I'm trying to think why that got cancelled. Alors, j'ai réfléchi, alors pourquoi est-ce qu'ils l'ont annulé? Oh, I think it was because I have another brother. I have 3 brothers. Alors, j'ai 3 frères. And I think the deal was that my mom wanted to cook dinner for my other brother, even though he normally doesn't eat it with them, he tends to do his own thing. Et je pense que ma mère voulait faire à manger pour mon autre frère, bien qu'il ait quand même tendance à faire ce qu'il veut, voilà, il sort, il se promène, whatever. So then in the end, my dad got really sick because my mom is everywhere. There is not a pocket or a corner where my mum lives that she doesn't go or talk to people or touch or hug or whatever. She has the she has the hygienic restraint. I mean, she's a very clean person, but she has the hygienic restraint measures of, well, a 5-year-old child. Elle est incapable de pas toucher tout le monde. So she's got a very strong immune system. As have I, weirdly. I'm actually autoimmune, so some things are really strong. Mais elle a un système immunitaire hyper fort. But my dad always picks up her bugs. Mais mon père, il chope ses microbes. So he was ill in the end. So I thought, do you know what? So I decided to spend Christmas Day at home. On my own. Alors, bref, after all this introduction, après toute cette introduction, j'ai décidé de passer le jour de Noël à la maison tout seul. I don't really agree with the plastic. Alors, je suis bien d'accord avec tout ce qui est plastique, but I really like these drinks. So they're called Huel, which sounds like I'm saying a Welsh word. On dirait que je dis quelque chose en gallois. But Huel, as in human fuel. I think it's more fuel for humans rather than fuel made out of humans, but who knows? Yeah, and I like the banana one. You can get powders. On peut acheter des poudres, which are like sort of savoury, qui sont salées. There's like a green Thai curry one, an Indian one. Alors un curry vert, an indien. They're amazing. Like a meal replacement thing. But not like in the sort of days of Slim Fast, where it was basically, or still is basically, powdered milk with sugar. Mais pas comme par exemple le bon vieux temps avec le Slim Fast, avec le lait en poudre et du sucre. This is like gluten-free, all the vitamins, all the oils, toutes les huiles, les vitamines, sans gluten. It's brilliant. So if I'm going to walk or do something where I need food quickly and I don't want to eat junk, alors si j'ai pas envie de manger de la malbouffe et voilà, je vais me promener vite fait, it's brilliant. So yes, so I spent Christmas Day on my own. And I must admit, I did miss my other little house. Alors je dois admettre que mon autre maison me manquait un tout petit peu because I like to do the decorations there, and you know, I like to go and think of my grandma and all this kind of thing. Alors j'aime y aller, j'aime penser à ma grand-mère. But to be honest with you, I think I'm going to go up there again because it's my dad's birthday towards the end of the month. So where my little house is not there. It's about half an hour away from where my parents live. C'est à peu près 30 minutes d'où habitent mes parents. If anybody ever comes and books me for the weekend courses that I do, si quelqu'un vient ici, s'il me réserve pour effectivement pour les programmes d'un week-end que je vous offre, there is always the opportunity to do that in Wales, in the mountains. Il y a toujours l'occasion de le faire. You can say l'opportunité there because it's the possibility rather than an individual chance. Yeah, so you'd see that place. Sometimes I like to take people into the middle of the Welsh mountains. They can't escape, and by the time they come back down the mountain, they have impeccable grammar. If that's something that interests you and you're willing to spend cash on that, then by all means let me know. Alors des fois j'aime bien y aller avec une petite promenade montagneuse et après avoir descendu la montagne, voilà, vous auriez une grammaire française parfaite, sublime, perfection totale. Hi. No, that little hello was for my friend Stephen. Now I have lots of friends called Stephen. I have the lovely Stephen Savory, I have the lovely Stephen Hess. Stephen Hess, you fat sod, get in contact, haven't heard from you in ages. All of whom are learning French. Contacte-moi gros lard. Stephen Hess is a really impressive individual. Alors lui, c'est well, in certain areas of his life, c'est un mec très impressionnant. So he's not deaf, alors il est pas sourd, but he went to a deaf college. Yeah, so he can sign and all of that perfectly. And that's what he does as work. C'est ce qu'il fait comme travail. I have the lovely Stephen Savory, who I was going to put one of our classes on the internet. Alors j'étais sur le point de poster un de nos cours en ligne, but it was just filthy. C'était dégueu. There's too much comedy. Il y avait trop de comédie. From me. Oh, I've just realised I haven't put sun cream on. Dermatologically panicking gay moment, I do apologise. Oh, j'ai pas mis de la crème solaire. Je panique. I think, Luke, the inflammation from the alcohol yesterday is probably worse for your skin than the lack of sun cream today. Je pense que l'effet inflammatoire de l'alcool que tu as consommé hier est pire. Yeah, so Stephen's a Londoner, but he moved to Canada with his lovely grandmama when he was little. Alors Stephen, c'est un Londonien, mais il a déménagé au Canada avec sa petite mamoun quand il était tout petit. So he now lives in Ottawa. Il habite à Ottawa. And then there's another lovely chap. I get on well with all my Stephens. There's another, I've gone all London. There's another lovely chap. Look how muscle memory's strong. Called Stephen Largan. Who's English. Who is from Yorkshire, but who lives now in the Denver area. So Colorado. Donc lui, il est excellent, il vient du Nord. Voilà, je m'entends très bien avec lui, donc c'est un Anglais, mais il habite quand même aux États-Unis. And he's got this odd he's like, oh, it's only... this is what we call the Hovis effect. Hovis is a kind of bread and a brand of sort of bakery, which is over marketed in England, in this, as if like, oh, the North, nothing's as good as it is in the North. We're all like, as if only in the North do people speak to each other, as if in London nobody would ever say hello to each other, and they sort of they claim ownership of so many basic social skills, as if London doesn't have them. Donc alors, ils parlent comme si toute gentillesse leur appartient. Toute gentillesse leur appartient. So whenever I'm doing my videos or teaching him, alors quand je fais mes vidéos, si je travaille avec lui, and I walk past people, I say hello. Alors moi je passe des gens, voilà, je saluer, to say hello. He's like, oh, I didn't know Londoners spoke to each other. I'm like, what the actual fuck? Quoi bordel? Yeah, so got up, spoke to lots of people, loads of little messages. I'd spoken to somebody very important that I don't talk about on YouTube because she's private. Alors j'avais parlé avec quelqu'un de très important. Je parle pas d'elle en ligne parce que voilà, c'est privé. But basically, let's just say I had to coax an 8-year-old to close her eyes and go to sleep, and to not wait up and try and catch Father Christmas. Disons que j'ai dû supplier Beck. Alors une petite de 8 ans, aguicher, to kind of draw in, de fermer les yeux, de ne pas attendre le Père Noël parce que sinon ça allait mal finir. If not, it was going to end badly. Lovely, pardon me. And I said, are you generally waiting up for Father Christmas? I'd say Father Christmas because she's culturally half English, and so I wouldn't say Santa with her. We're entering a cemetery now. And she's got a new baby brother, alors un tout petit frère. And I was like, are you waiting for Father Christmas? She's like, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it in shifts with my brother. Alors, chacun son tour. And I'm like, isn't your brother 4 months old? She's like, yeah, but he knows what he has to do. Oui, mais c'est ce qu'il doit faire. And bearing in mind, she managed to train a dog to sit on a toilet and pee. Vu qu'elle a réussi à entraîner un chien à s'asseoir sur une chiotte et pisser, I actually believe her. Yeah, I believe her. Ce qu'elle dit est la vérité. So, yeah. So I made myself a lovely dinner because, you know what, just because you're by yourself. And everybody's going to watch this and go, oh Luke, you could have come to my house. Et tout le monde va le voir. Et ils vont me dire, oh Luke, mais t'aurais pu venir me voir. Trust me, there's so many places I could have gone. I had so many lovely invitations. And you know, I have my own place. I could go and do Christmas there. I could have invited other people for that. Alors tout le monde va voir cette vidéo, ils vont dire, oh Luke, mais t'aurais pu venir ici. I generally did just want... Also, I'll be honest, there was somebody I kind of would have loved to have spent Christmas Day with, and they weren't available. Il y a quelqu'un avec qui j'aurais bien aimé passer le jour de Noël, et voilà, ils n'étaient pas disponibles. But let's just say I thought of them a great amount of... They're very much alive, they're not dead. It's just a situation, alors c'est juste une situation. So I was like, do you know what? Look at this is lovely. Now my best friend's grandparents are buried here. And I always forget where they are. Les grands-parents de ma meilleure amie. Notice it's ma meilleure amie. So if you say my friend, mon ami, because obviously friend starts with an A. If you say my best friend, it depends if it's a man or a woman. So ma meilleure amie, well, I don't... I'm going to take a little picture of this. No, do you know what? I'll come back another day and do it. I don't want to divide the video. Shame though, because it's lovely with the sunshine. Dommage, voilà, parce que c'est très beau avec le soleil. Can we just talk about verbs like be and have and all of this when it comes to weather? This is just comes to temperature. This has just come to my mind. Can I just remind you, there's so many lovely cemeteries. I don't know if you've ever been to Père Lachaise in Paris, or by Montmartre, well yes at Montmartre, but also Montparnasse or Highgate or Kensal, or where's the other one, the gorgeous one with the Roman columns, les colonnes du style romain. What's the one? Oh gosh, West Brompton. Cemeteries are basically sculpture gardens, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, sculpture gardens. Sculpture, I just love it. I just think there's so much clever work. And once upon a time, when they used to build houses, you look above all old houses. Alors regardez dessus des vieilles maisons. There's just so much, you know, the work of like clever masons and gorgeous just stonework. You know, maçonnerie, c'était trop joli, c'était trop beau. And now, you don't tend to see that. Alors on n'a pas tendance à le voir. Now this is a little shout out for my lovely friend Robbie. Alors c'est un tout petit appel à mon ami Robbie. Sorry, I've got the milkshake on my mouth. Alors j'ai le milkshake sur mes lèvres. It just seems to be that even in London, alors j'ai l'impression, même à Londres, that every gay couple has a French bulldog. I don't know why it's such a, you know, fashion. It's hyper tendance. Look at this. How beautiful. Talking of things that are gothic, alors pour parler de tout ce qui est gothique, has anybody been watching the Wednesday series on Netflix? Est-ce que vous avez regardé la série Wednesday sur Netflix? Now, I loved Angelica Houston in the films. Alors j'ai trop aimé Angelica Houston dans les films. And I thought, oh, this is going to be difficult. Ça va être difficile. I also thought Christina Ricci was amazing. That scene in when they go off to the camp and they lock them in their little cabin watching Disney movies. I just think she's hilarious. Alors quand elle est enfermée avec son frère, petite cabane, forcée à regarder les dessins animés Disney, and when they open the door and she's like et quand ils ouvrent la porte. But yeah, but I'm absolutely loving. Now, it's not the music that they use. There's an episode, I think it's the 4th episode, alors c'est le 4e épisode. We never talk about episodes anymore because we just watch the season in one go. On parle jamais des épisodes, on regarde toute la saison d'un seul coup. Everybody's like, oh, I don't really feel like watching a film. A film is too long. Ouais, j'ai pas trop envie de regarder tout un film est trop long. But we'll just watch 9 episodes back to back of a TV show. Comment underneath if you do that. Mais on va regarder 4 épisodes, enfin la suite d'affilée. Alors dites-moi en dessous si vous, voilà, écrivez vos commentaires si vous le faites. So there's this scene where she sort of dances at like a school disco, and it's not the music which is used originally in the TV show, but they've remixed. No, so what have they done? They've taken the footage of her dancing in this TV show and they've put it to a remix of a Lady Gaga track called Bloody Mary, and it's just the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's legitimately one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And I'm obsessed with this music. Je suis obsédé avec cette musique. Donc effectivement, ils ont pris, you can call it la prise, like the take. Oh my God, the bastards. Oh my God, the bastards. There was the most unbelievably enormous, beautiful, huge tree there. What the fuck have they done? Why? 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 God, health and safety executive, you absolute fucking arseholes. That wasn't going to fall or land in anybody. That was beautiful. Oh my God. God, does it come to something when trees offend people? Oh my God, if anybody's anybody and connected to anything, it's the bloody... Oh my God, that was exquisite. Putain, mais c'était trop beau, pourquoi ils ont dû faire ça, quoi? I'm going to have to ask somebody now. Alors je vais devoir poser la question à quelqu'un maintenant. Oh my God, that was beautiful. That was such a shame. Excuse me. Do you know when they chopped the tree down there?
This one?
Yeah, when
Struck by lightning.
it was struck by lightning.
Split into two.
Oh, I feel better now then. I thought somebody might have like...
No. It got straight in the middle.
Wow.
Split in the middle. Yeah.
Did you see it when it was...
Yeah. Then they had to cordon it all off and they cut it off.
Oh, I feel a bit better then, because I
Yeah.
thought some arsehole had taken the decision and chopped it down.
No. It was dangerous because
Oh no,
it
I
got
feel...
struck right in the middle, so it killed it.
Yeah, oh no, I don't dispute Mother Nature,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
just thought it's like, you know, over at Kenwood, when there's all the beautiful bushes and
Yeah.
some idiot just completely cut
Yeah,
those right
yeah,
off and
yeah.
stuff. And it's like, what have you done that for? So,
Yeah.
all right, cool. I feel better now.
Yeah.
I apologise. I'm more than man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Hello. Alors j'avais tort. As you would have heard, comme vous auriez entendu. Sorry, comme vous auriez entendu. Oh, look at this little thing. Go on, go and find your mom. Hello, darling, go and find your mummy. Hello. Go on, and find your mom. Oh, or your dad. Oh wow, look at my crazy hair in the wind now. Regardez mes cheveux de fou avec le vent. So, yeah, so éclairage, lightning, des éclairs. Sorry, I'm thinking about something else. What am I thinking about? What was I going to say? Yes, I was thinking about which way I was going to go now, but we're good. So this is nice. So these are when there were little chapels, and they used to do the funerals here. Alors c'est quand il y avait il y a une petite chapelle parce qu'il faisait à un moment donné les obsèques ici. But I haven't seen them do that for like a good 20 years. They just preserve the building. Alors ils préservent le bâtiment. So I'm going to turn the corner in a moment. Alors je vais tourner à droite. They just tend to, here, if there's any slight risk on an insurance level, they'll just chop everything down. Hasn't the world changed? Le monde a changé. There's an older guy, you know, about 70, 80, saying, how do you want me to send you the links? Do you want me to email it? Do you want me to WhatsApp it? Just not a dialogue you'd have heard years ago, is it? Je vous envoie le lien comment? Luke, your mouth looks gammy because of all the milkshake. Don't do that. Also slightly, what do we say for a hangover in French? We say gueule du bois. I should kind of turn it that way actually, and then you can see where we're going. Be a bit more interesting. You don't need to see my face. Alors vous avez pas besoin de voir mon visage à moi. I'll turn it when we buy something nice. I'm sorry, pardon me.
Sorry.
Excuse me, darling, your bag's open.
Oh, thank you.
There, be careful. Oh, little doggy. Now, when you grow up with different languages, you don't have your own voice. Sorry, can I just come past? Thank you very, very much. Alors, quand tu passes ton enfance, ou quand on passe son enfance avec plusieurs langues. Wow, that's cool. I used to do that. By the way, this building here, they used grey bricks to match the colour of the cemetery, the tombstones. I think that's really cool. Alors, ces bâtiments-là, ils se sont servis des briques grises pour bien correspondre à la couleur de la cimetière. So, when you grow up with different languages, you kind of, even in English, don't feel that you've got your own voice. Alors, effectivement, à force d'avoir passé mon enfance avec deux langues, j'avais pas l'impression d'avoir ma propre voix en anglais. So you kind of float in and out of voices even in English. Alors tu bascules entre les accents, les voix en anglais. So if I see somebody and they're like, all right mate, I will speak in that way, and it will feel completely and utterly natural. Donc si par exemple je tombais sur quelqu'un qui avait un accent, disons, un peu plus londonien de l'Est, un peu plus classe ouvrière, working classes we'd say, moi je parlerais de cette manière, I'd speak in this way, and I'd be completely, it would just feel like it was totally and utterly my voice. J'aurais l'impression de parler avec ma propre voix, mais carrément quoi. And equally, if somebody was a little bit, shall we say, let's say they spoke in a little bit more of an elegant way, disons qu'ils parlent d'une manière ou de manière un peu plus soutenue, we can say soutenue, that would feel completely comfortable as well. So in the same video, people sometimes see me talking to people and they're like, you don't even have the same voice in English between different people. Alors vous avez même pas la même voix en anglais entre plusieurs personnes. That's a nice one. Now, everything is physically difficult for me at the moment. Tout est difficile pour moi physiquement en ce moment. Because, yeah, whatever. A couple of, joint problems. Alors quelques problèmes avec mes articulations. So I like to do one day of a big walk and another day of, like light weights or something. Alors j'aime bien faire un tout petit peu de cardio, une grande promenade un jour, et le lendemain, the following day, j'aime bien faire un peu de muscu. Hyper light, hyper léger. Ou légère avec musculation. And obviously the gym is closed today because it's Boxing Day. Alors évidemment le gymnase est fermé parce que c'est Boxing Day comme on dit en Angleterre. So I've done 2 walks. This house is always purple in summer, as you can see from the wisteria. Alors cette maison, toujours violette, on était avec les signes road closed, but I don't think so for cars. What a lovely day. Traditionally on Boxing Day, I always used to go for a ride. Yeah, faire de l'équitation, monter, faire du cheval. But I'm trying to recuperate, get my knees a bit better at the moment. Alors j'essaie de faire un peu de rééducation avec mes genoux, which is a bloody shame because there's nothing better, and it just feels such a lovely tradition. Now I have to stress, when I say ride on Boxing Day, I don't mean a hunt, because another rather impressively historical but not the best thing we should be doing nowadays is the Boxing Day hunts. Yeah, you know, chasser, partir à la chasse, and basically there's such a thing as a dry hunt, sèche, where you have all the dogs, the hounds, but yeah, I just think if you have 40 animals like that together, even if you weren't using a fox or trying to get a fox, they're going to get something, aren't they? So yes, but at the same time, I think it's such a beautiful part of history that people ride on Boxing Day and dress appropriately, and I respect you if you're part of that tradition, but I don't think we need to rip an animal apart, do we? So yeah, I know everybody that then goes, oh yes, but you know, in the countryside foxes are nuisances. Yes, they are, but there's still ways and means that are, I think, are better than that. So we can do the tradition, we can wear the jackets, we can wear the, you know, do the little bit of sherry on, you know, on all of this business. We can do all of that lovely stuff, but we don't need to massacre an animal in the same way. But it is bloody good fun. You don't even need to ride, you just literally hold on. The horse will just go with all the other horses, and I really miss that. Anyway, somebody smells, you know, perfume is a really strong thing. I don't mean perfume as in what people put on, I mean your sense of smell. Alors l'odorat, we call it in French. L'odorat, c'est quelque chose de très fort. So that lady's wearing some perfume. Alors cette femme, elle a mis du parfum, and it's just completely transported me to childhood and and one of my old dance teachers. Alors ça m'a totalement transporté à mon enfance. Et look, it's interesting. So which one's that from? Sorry, my darling, do you want to just come past? So that's the 7th, isn't it? So which king and queen? So which will that be? The 7th, Edward the 7th. George. I'm being stupid. Which one's the 7th? Edward George. Oh my God, kill me. So soon, any new post boxes, they'll have Charles on them, won't they? Carolian or whatever it's called. Now I've done something really stupid. Alors j'ai fait quelque chose de très stupide. The worst, le pire of all my joints, de toutes mes articulations, I have difficulty using my hands if they get cold. Alors j'ai du mal, me servir de mes mains, utiliser mes mains si j'ai froid. I meant to talk about cold, didn't I? Alors j'avais l'intention de parler de ce mot. And because I've been holding the phone, alors à force de porter le portable, ou de tenir le portable, my knuckles, my joints, have been exposed to the wind, and now I can't feel my hand, because although it's sunny, it is very cold. Bien qu'il fasse du soleil, il fait froid. So I'm now going to have a real game turning the key in the lock. Je vais avoir du mal à ouvrir la porte. Oh well. Had to ask the neighbour the other day. I was like, can you come and open the door for me? They were like, do you not have your key? I was like, yes, here you go. So very quickly to finish, if you're talking about temperature, this is a common mistake. So if you said I'm cold, me personally, my body temperature is cold, you would use have. J'ai froid. We're by the palmier again, we're by the palm trees. And if you said, you'd have. So j'ai froid, he was cold, il avait froid, whatever. If you said if you said that the ambient temperature is cold, that would be il fait froid. That would use faire. Yeah? So the weather generally today is il fait froid. If you touched something else and you went, oh, it's cold, c'est froid, with the verb to be. So let's use hot. So I'm hot. J'ai chaud. Not je suis chaud, which is slightly different. If you said the weather's hot, use faire. Il fait chaud. And if you touch something, careful, it's hot. C'est chaud with être. So the same adjective with three different verbs. Good. All right, guys. Happy end of year, whether it be Christmas or whatever you've been doing. I'll more than likely pop some videos up. We've got I think we've got last week's group class. I've got to pop that up. It's been very busy. That's cute. Somebody's dropped their little hair thing. I always pick this kind of thing. Je ramasse toujours ce genre de choses because I know what it's like when a little kid loses her hair clip and it's the end of the world. Alors parce que voilà, je sais ce que c'est quand une petite perd sa barrette. C'est la fin du monde. All right, guys. Loads of love. Speak soon. Take care.